Guys, it's Becky Bamboo. Today is Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. But I do feel a little cheated today because it's Friday and everybody I know is off for New Year's and I don't get my holiday till Monday. So that kind of sucks because I'm going to be the only person off on Monday. It sucks. Anywho, I'm working. And I thought I would come and do a quick video. My hubby's home today, and that makes it even harder to be working when I'd rather be spending time with him. But he's out taking our Christmas lights off our house, so I guess he's being productive. I can't complain. That doesn't always happen on his day off, and I'm sure not going to tell him to start doing work. So for him to choose to do it on his own, I am excited about. So last night, as you all know, we went to see Trans-Siberian Orchestra. And I have to say, what a show. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. Actually, I can say that concert was better than some like rock band concerts I've been to in terms of entertainment value. We had a blast. I told you guys I had anxiety about the seat situation, and I have to say that I was I was a little disappointed in the seats. The stadium is really packed. I mean, the seats are packed in there. You have zero leg room. You have zero spare room at all. Did I fit in the seat? Yes. Did I have as much room as I wanted? No. It kind of made me feel like I still have a long way to go. But what happened is, this is kind of interesting. We got there very early. I'm a big, I like to go places early. I like to watch people and all that kind of stuff. So we went really early, and we got to our seats, and I was sitting down, and at that time there was really nobody around us, and I said to my husband, I'm like, oh, this sucks. This is going to be, kind of tight, and it didn't, pinch me or anything like seats would have done in the past, but I definitely had no spare room to move around. The nice thing was I wasn't overflowing onto either side of me, so that was a good thing. And my husband's 6'4", so he didn't have any room either. We were both sitting with our knees in our chest all night, and after 3 hours plus of sitting in that same position, you just get really you're just cramped up. It really wouldn't matter. So anyway. I was able to sit. I was able to enjoy the show. I wasn't as comfortable as I would have liked to have been, but I was looking around me and realizing that nobody else was comfortable either. I sat next to a young woman who was very tiny. She was probably a size 6 or so, and I mean even she was very uncomfortable and very trying to get it into position, and had mentioned to me at some point, she's like, why did they cram us in here? I don't understand. And so at first I kind of thought, oh man, maybe she thinks I'm taking up her space, but then I realized I'm not anywhere near her side, so I think it's just that it was tight, so whatever. I survived it. I didn't panic, I didn't have an anxiety attack, but by the time it was done, I needed to get up and move. So yeah, but it was a long show. Show started at 7:30, and I think they played almost till 10:30. It was almost 3 hours long. They played at least, well, I know it was at least 10:15 when they stopped. So it was a long show, which is good. I mean, I guess for your money, you get bang for your buck. But I would definitely go back, and they have been in St. Louis almost every year that I can remember living down here. So I definitely will go back if they're here again next year. I think it's a worthwhile show. It's a show that I want to see before Christmas, though. It was somewhat disappointing seeing it after Christmas because it got me kind of in that holiday spirit, and it's like, oh, the holiday's over now. So that's my only complaint, but I highly recommend, if anybody likes kind of rock music, go see Trans-Siberian Orchestra whenever you can, because you will see a show like none other. I mean, they put on a great show, and they are really, really talented musicians, probably more so than a lot of the rock bands that are out there. So I would rather pay money to see them than some crappy band that's good on CD and horrible live. So anyway, I'm done rambling about that. I had something interesting happen to me during the night. A girl that was sitting behind me they got ready to leave and they left early. This woman was very heavy, and I can say she was probably about the size that I used to be when I started this journey. She could not sit in the seat. She had to sit just like on the front edge of it. I don't know how she did it for 3 hours. I really don't. But anyway, as she was getting ready to leave, the show was not over yet, but she stood up and she tapped me on the shoulder. I felt this tap on my shoulder, and I thought it was Jared, and I'm like, what? And I turn around and I realize it's not him. And this lady standing up above me, over me, she's like, I just have to tell you, you have the cutest haircut I've ever seen. It is so cute. And I was like, oh, thank you. I mean, what a great compliment to get. I mean, kind of random, but I mean, it was nice to get a compliment like that. So that was exciting. All in all, all I can say is like the evening was very nice. I'm tired. I didn't get into bed till after midnight, so it was a long day. But all in all, I had a good time. Tonight is New Year's Eve, as you all know, and we have some plans with friends, or we have some tentative plans. I actually am getting a cold or something. My throat is very sore today, so I don't know where that's going to leave us, if we're going to still go out tonight or what we're going to do. I still have to finish this work day first before I can really make plans to do anything else. I feel very worn down. Ever since Christmas weekend was like crazy. I didn't get hardly any sleep the whole weekend. It was traveling and traveling and traveling, and I think my body's just tired from that. And honestly, I think the best thing that would happen is if I just went to the gym and worked out tonight, but I kind of doubt that's going to happen. It's definitely going to be on the agenda for tomorrow, because I haven't worked out since the week of Christmas. So it's been over a week now since I've been to the gym, and my body is telling me you need to get in there. I think my energy levels are kind of reflective of my workout routine. I notice the weeks that I work out regularly, I have lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of energy. The weeks that I don't, I have hardly any. So if people, for those of you who don't really exercise a lot and you feel sluggish, I'm telling you, the exercising is going to be just amazing for your energy levels. It really does make a huge difference. So anyway, I need to get back into the gym, so definitely at some point this weekend I'll be in there. I need to pick up Couch to 5K where I left off. I think I'm on week 2, day 2. I have kind of gone back and forth in my head about doing week 2, day 1 over again. But I think what I'm going to do is just do day 2 and see how I handle it. If I can go pick up where I left off and go right back into day 2, then that's what I'm going to do and just move forward. Definitely setting some goals in my mind. I kind of been thinking about this New Year's resolution thing, and I think resolutions are maybe just the silliest thing ever. As opposed to doing resolutions, I think I just want to set some good personal goals for myself for this coming year. And I think one of them for me is going to be to do a 5K. I have gone over that in my head, and I've been doing some research on running and stuff, and everything I read says if you are even slightly overweight, even like 30 to 40 pounds overweight, running is not the right choice. That you can do some real damage to your joints and things if you run overweight. So that scares me, but honestly, this is life. Let's live it, and let's do what we want to do. And I really want to try to do a 5K. I mean, once I do it, I don't think it's going to be something that I'm going to want to keep doing over and over and over again. I don't know. Life changes, and what your desires are changes. So maybe if I really get into running, who knows, I'll become a runner. I don't know. But that's going to be one of my goals, at least finishing Couch to 5K this year. If I don't do an actual 5K run this year, I'm okay with that. I'm doing a 5K in May regardless. I've talked about this before, whether or not I run it or I walk it will depend on where I'm at in May. There's really, in my mind, no reason why I can't be to the point where I could jog the 5K in May. But, a lot can happen. A lot can happen. So, personal goals. Continue what I'm doing. Continue my strive for excellence, my strive for perfection, I guess you could say. I want to get better at eating this coming year, get better at figuring out new foods to eat and try that are healthy, and get better at cooking more. We've, the last couple of months, really fallen off on cooking, and we really need to get back to it. Get back to basics. I think that's the big thing starting off this year. Back to the rules of weight loss surgery and continuing on my way. I would love nothing more than to hit my final weight loss goal by the end of 2011. And, you know, I think it can happen. I think it can happen if I keep putting my best foot forward and I keep working out as much as I work out, and watching what I eat and moving on with my life. You know, there's just several little goals in my head, and, you know, I think the thing is, it's okay to set these goals. I think it's okay to voice them, and if we don't reach them, we don't reach them. Why not reach for the stars, though? I think I've kind of had a change of heart here recently. I went from being very, like, I didn't want to set too many goals that were unattainable for fear of failure, but really I think it's going to be better in the end to set goals that maybe are going to be a challenge to reach, and if I don't quite get there, then at least I've tried my best, and it gets me that much closer, you know, to my final weight loss goal of 195 pounds. If I don't quite get there by the end of the year, at least I'm that much closer, and I've worked that much harder to get there. That's kind of how I'm looking at things now. If I keep doing Couch to 5K and it takes me all year to do it, then it takes me all year to do it. If I don't get it done this year, then I don't get it done this year. I'm going to keep striving for excellence and doing what I can do to better myself in all areas of my life. I'm really putting my best foot forward with my job to try to better myself in this area. Obviously, you guys are probably thinking, well, why are you making a video right now if you're supposed to be at work? We do get breaks, you know, we get breaks. So I'm on a break right now. And I just as soon spend my break time making a video rather than doing nothing. So anyway, I am striving for excellence, and you know, I think I'm a really big believer in things happen for a reason. If I get let go of my job, there's a reason for that. There's a reason that maybe it's God's telling me that it's my time to move on and something bigger and better will come along. The time that this job came along, it came along to me for a reason. I needed it. Right in that moment, I needed it. And if it gets taken away or it's gone, then I'm going to work hard and find something new to do. I've had so many encouraging words said to me about my employment and being a nurse, and that, you know, it is hard, but there's lots of options out there. And I think you guys are right. I think that there is lots of options out there, and I think I can find a new niche if that's what I have to do. But until the day comes that I get let go, I will continue to push forward in what I'm doing. I enjoy my work. You know, it's not, I enjoy being at home, but that's not the reason I want to keep this job. I enjoy the work that I do. So anyway, you know, I'm just going to push forward. I'm going to push forward, and the advantage I have as being a nurse is that it's a high demand field. So if I do lose my job, it shouldn't be all that dramatic or terrible to try to find some new employment. Who knows? You know, life throws weird things at you at weird times. So I'm just going to take it one day at a time and keep moving forward. I'm looking forward to 2011. I'm nervous. 2010 has been really good to me. The last 6 months in particular have been a literal life change. I was just talking to an old friend of mine, and he was wanting to catch up and ask how 2010 treated me and things. And 2010 is one of the best years I can remember from my personal life. I have a newfound freedom and a newfound confidence that I never even knew could exist. I just, you know, I think back to being 424 pounds and wonder what I would be saying in this moment had nothing changed for me, had I not had weight loss surgery. What would life be like right now? I don't know. I'm just blessed that I had this, and I'm blessed for where I'm at and where I'm headed into the new year. So anyway, I want to give my best wishes to all of you rolling out into 2011. I hope everyone makes it a great year. And I know I, for one, am going to be striving for excellence in this new year and striving to hit my goal as best as I can. And I'm just curious, what are your goals for the year? Put them out there. I want to hear. Anyway, take care. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll try to catch up with you guys and let you know what happens for my night out, or if it even happens. That's it. I love you guys. Mwah. Bye.